Welcome back to the Honest Baseball Podcast. I'm your host, Becky, and today we are talking about your most expensive and most important piece of gear. Yes, we're talking about your baseball bat. Coach Jason, I was at the park yesterday and saw a kid trying to scrub his high-end composite bat with a wire brush. I almost had a heart attack.
Oh man, Becky, you just described my worst nightmare. A wire brush on a $400 bat? That's like taking sandpaper to a luxury sports car. Listeners, if you want your bat to keep its pop and stay legal for gameplay, you've got to treat it right.
Exactly. And that's why we're doing this. So Coach, let's start with the basics. My bat is covered in ball marks and green grass stains. Can I just hose it down in the backyard?
Well, that depends entirely on what's in your hand. This is the first thing I tell every player. Know your material. If you have a metal or composite bat, a little water is fine. But if you're holding a classic wood bat, ash, maple, or birch, keep it far away from the hose. Wood is like a sponge. It absorbs moisture, gets heavy, and then it cracks.
Wow, okay. So no water for wood. Got it. Let's talk about those metal bats first then. What's the safest way to get them clean without ruining the cool decals and paint?
It's simpler than you think. All you need is warm water and a few drops of mild dish soap. Use a microfiber cloth, not a scratchy sponge, and just wipe it down. But for those deep black scuffs from the baseballs, that's where my favorite locker room hack comes in.
Ooh, I love a good hack. What is it?
A magic eraser. You know, those white melamine sponges. Just wet it a tiny bit and gently buff those ball marks. They'll disappear like magic. Just don't scrub too hard or you'll dull the shiny finish of the bat.
That is a game changer. Okay, now let's move to the pro stuff. Wood bats. You mentioned in your latest article on honestbaseball.com something called boning? It sounds a bit strange, Coach. What is that?
It does sound funny, doesn't it? But boning is an old-school secret that's been around since the days of Babe Ruth. When you hit a ball with a wood bat, the wood fibers start to separate and get hairy or rough.
Right, I've seen that. It looks like the wood is peeling.
Exactly. Instead of sanding it down, which makes the bat thinner and weaker, you bone it. You take a very hard, smooth surface, traditionally a dried animal bone, but a wooden rolling pin or even another bat works great, and you rub it firmly up and down the barrel. This compresses the fibers back together. It makes the wood denser, harder, and gives you more power.
So you're basically ironing the wood to make it stronger? That is incredible.
Precisely. And for the sticky stuff, the pine tar, just use a little rubbing alcohol on a cloth. It cuts through the glue instantly and evaporates before the wood can soak it up.
Okay, so soap and water for metal, magic eraser for scuffs, and boning for wood. What about the handle? My grip is so gross and sweaty I can barely hold on.
Never ignore the grip, Becky. A dirty grip is a dangerous grip. Just wipe it with a barely damp cloth. If it's still slick, it might be time to re-wrap it. And one last thing, never, ever leave your bat in a hot car. Heat ruins the glue in composite bats and dries out wood bats until they're brittle.
Sage advice as always, Coach. Listeners, if you want to see the photos of these methods or use our Bat Care Analyzer tool to see exactly what your bat needs, head over to the full article at honestbaseball.com. I'm Becky.
And I'm Coach Jason. Keep those bats clean and keep swinging for the fences.